Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we're the Office Blokes.
Yep.
Couple of other YouTube channels worth looking at. Patreon page, merch, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yep.
There's a link in the description. It'll take you everywhere you need to go. And you know what we've not talked about for a bit? Office Blokes Confidential.
Confidential.
Oh, yeah.
We need some submissions. We've not been talking about it, so we've not been getting as many submissions.
No.
If you've got issues in your personal life that you want to talk to the Office Blokes about, write in officeblokespodcast@gmail.com. It's a funny new segment where we basically just roast people. We take the piss. We have a bit of fun. It's pretty good so far.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been good. Pretty popular.
Yeah, it's getting received pretty well. So you can email us officeblokespodcast@gmail.com and just give us some info and we'll take the piss out of you. That's Saturday nights at 9:30 British Standard Time.
Yep. It's good.
Soon to go twice a week, I think.
As long as more people can write in, then we'll go twice a week.
Yeah.
Definitely. Right then, you wanted to cue up Brian Reagan.
He was one of the first comedians I introduced my kids to stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And he did a skit. He was called Cup of Dirt, or The Big Yellow One's the Sun. And he talks about his time at school and stupidity at school. How he was the daft one and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And he does some really, really funny stuff. I've not seen him for years, but he was like the first stand-up comedian I introduced my kids to.
Yeah, right, nice one.
The name rings a bell, but I don't recognise his face whatsoever. So I don't know if I've heard people talk about him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he's aged and how good he is, but from when I used to watch him when I was younger, he was a very, very funny comedian.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Looking forward to it then.
Yeah, we'll get into it then. So Brian Reagan won't start a brawl at Disneyland, but he'll end it. It's a good concept.
Hey, here's something I don't think a parent has ever said. The kids are upstairs playing with all their old Happy Meal toys. I don't think a McDonald's Happy Meal toy has ever made it to sundown. Usually they break as you're taking them out of the cellophane. What is this? Oh, it's broken. Toss it into the trash receptacle. Even if you do get it to work, you never want to do it more than once. So what happens? You push this button, it shoots at 4 inches. Throw it in the trash. Somebody shut that toy factory down. I love being a daddy. I like taking my kids to Disneyland. I love Disneyland. The only thing I don't like about Disneyland is the other people. Have you seen them there? What the hell are they doing there? Twice, while we were in line for a ride, the family that was behind us just got in front of us. The first time, I didn't even know what to do. I'm like, all right, clearly I don't have all the information here. They were behind us, and now they're in front of us. How come I'm not saying something? So the next line for the next ride, I was on red alert. Spread out, kids. Swing your hips. Swing them rope to rope.
It's funny how people don't say anything when someone jumps a queue, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
I was at a car park machine the other day. You know, you have to pay to go out of the car park or whatever. And the queue's kind of like fed round a little bit, but the stairwell was in between the queue.
Yeah.
Some guy just walked up and stood right in front of me. I went, can't be arsed queuing, mate. He went, what? I went, fucking queue. And he went, oh, sorry, mate. Have I just pushed in? Well, that's the end over there, mate.
He's trying a fast one, was he?
It's amazing how much you can go from not knowing someone to wanting to kill them just because they're pushed in a queue in front of you and suddenly fantasising about it.
Wind you up, can't it?
No one's getting in front of me in a queue. No way.
Wow.
You have to really be careful at the switchback. Hug the post, hug the post, hug the post. Because if you don't hug the post, some worm family, worm people are on the planet.
Fuck.
It happened anyway. I'm doing our best to protect our place in line. First, it was the little kids in the family behind us. They just got up in front of my kids. So my heart starts going. I look back thinking one of their parents will say, "No, we're behind this family and have been for a half hour." That's what I was thinking should happen. But instead, the mom came up and said, "What are you kids doing up here?" "What are you doing up here?" I look back at the dad. Maybe he's the voice of reason. He just squeezes up the other side and he says, "Well, I guess we're up here now." That's what you guess? That's the guess you take under the circumstances? So this time I had to say something. I'm like, "Listen, we're behind this guy that's in front of you. It's been a half an hour. It's kind of hard not to know our place. The guy's got like a red mohawk, backgammon pieces in his earlobes." It's been him and then us for a half an hour, and now you guys are betwixt us. And the dad goes, "Okay, go ahead if it's that big a deal to you." It is.
Good.
It's that big a deal to me. I want my family flying around on elephants before your family. Might sound absurd to you, but I like the way it makes me feel inside. Play.
That little passive-aggressive line of, if it means that much to you,
Yeah,
it's just basically saying, yeah, you know, if you want to be a bitch, then go for it.
Take something to get in front of me in a line.
I bet it does.
Yeah, it's just rude, isn't it?
I'd definitely say something. I don't give a shit who it is.
Yeah.
Saying something.
You know where it's the absolute worst I've ever known is waiting to get on a chairlift when you go snowboarding or skiing.
Oh, right.
People fight over it.
Really?
Yeah, and then you'll have people sort of nudging your board from behind, and then skis on top, and people with the poles. And it's everyone like an air of being civilized, but then people are doing things, and you get knocked over and stuff. Proper dicks.
Like the queue at the football match though, for a pint at half time. You fucking stood like that in front of the guy. Everyone's like that. And someone's excuse me, just get like behind me. Mate.
Yeah.
You're not getting this little.
Well,
tiny
sometimes the queues are all over the place, aren't they? They're sort of mingling into one and all. So it's like, where are you supposed to go? Oh, nightmare.
We invented queuing in the UK, didn't we?
We are good at it.
We're good at it.
Just don't want
Pisses
people
me
to
off.
push in, do we?
No.
Here's the jerk. I wish I had handled it differently. I wish right when he would have stepped in front of me that I would have just reached into the pockets of his cargo shorts and just pulled out his belongings and just hurled them. Just as far as I could humanly hurl. And then just grabbed her purse and just whipped it into some distant flower bed, watching Disney receipts slowly descend back down to earth. And then when they looked at me weird, I'd go, "Oh, I thought you wanted complete anarchy." Yeah, when you just stepped right in front of us in a clearly roped off line, I thought that was a signal that all semblance of right and wrong was out the window.
That was very good.
Did you notice something about him?
What?
He didn't swear once.
No, it's true, yeah.
I assumed he wouldn't because you said you introduced him to your kids, and it doesn't seem like you did it a week
mate,
ago.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not stopping.
To introduce my kids to Bill Burr at the same time.
Same day.
Fair enough.
No, but he did. Like I say, he's a comedian that puts a smile on your face.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's laugh out loud. I mean, some of the stuff I've seen when he does Cup of Dirt, or at the time I'm going back probably, I don't know, almost like 15, 16 years probably when he did it. So he's a funny man.
It's still funny stuff. It is. Yeah. Again, it's relatable, isn't it? You can just remember it used to be like that with people pushing and
the problem is when people talk about that, I start getting sweaty palms.
Yeah,
I'm cringing because it's like it proper bothers me.
You start getting flashbacks of queues and
the best jumping queue story I've got is a guy. I think I've told this before on here, but a guy come up to me in the supermarket one day, and he just pushed straight in front of me and put 2 cans on the counter. On the conveyor belt. And I looked at him and went, "What the fuck?" And he just stared at me. So I just fucking walked around the trolley, man, and fucking picked him up and went, "Fucking don't think so, mate." Just lumped him back down the aisle, and he just walked off. No, I'm like, Again, he was looking at me going, what are you doing?
I bet he
went,
walked
"He's not
off.
getting-"
I bet he was like, well, shit.
Again, he's like, what are you doing? I went, he's not getting in front of me. Fucking, if you'd have said to me, mate, I've only got 2 cans, can you jump in front?
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, no worries, go ahead. But just to walk up and put them down,
It's
I
just
was like,
rude,
nah.
isn't it?
I had one in Aldi the other day where I was at the back of a woman who had full trolley worth of shopping, and I had one thing, and I was in a rush. Of course I was. And then there's one till open, and I kind of stood behind her like just rustling this bag of stuff. And she looked, and then that was it. Just looked away, and I went from, like I said before, not knowing her to fantasising about like dragging her off. And luckily they opened the till next to me, so I was like, right, I'll just go.
Someone jumps in for you from behind a full trolley as well. Sorry, mate.
I don't know other supermarkets, but definitely Aldi and Lidl, the ones where they just throw you through the tills. There's an etiquette there.
They don't have self-service in there?
No.
That's
No,
your
not
problem,
in there.
isn't it?
But
Right.
yeah, there's like an etiquette of if you've got a couple of things, you go ahead of me, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
90% of people do it, and it makes it worse when that one person doesn't do it.
Yeah.
You just
Today, Marks and Spencer's. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I walked in and the till was empty, so I walked up and I've got like sandwiches and a drink and all that kind of stuff, and I put them on the thing, and they're just chatting, 2 girls, and I looked at them, and she kind of looked at me and looked away.
Yeah.
And the other girl come up from the self-service, and I just went, I'm fucking better over here. Just took it like and walked off. She was just, who's this angry guy? He's only been here about 4 seconds. It's getting all irate.
Why haven't you served me?
Been here 4 seconds. Come on.
They must have been laughing when I walked out. I thought, who's that psychopath?
Nice. Anyway.
Yeah, hope you guys like that. Don't forget like and subscribe, hit the bell and all that good stuff. Let us know your feedback on it as well.
Yeah.
I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.